Good evening and welcome to sunny Niagara Falls, New York. The Batavia Muckdogs on the road against a familiar foe just yesterday. They replay the Niagara Falls Americans in Niagara. Good evening and welcome, folks, to the broadcast. My name is Grayson Natale. Alongside me, color commentator Jarrett Campbell. Jarrett, will start things how we always do, forever and always. How you doing?
I'm doing really good right now. We got another game just like yesterday. The Batavia Muckdogs played the Niagara Falls where they won 6-1. That was due to, once again, what they've been doing for a ton of games right now. And that's just dominating with the pitching and then getting an early lead and then just running with it right now. Obviously, they're hoping to do it tonight against Niagara, where they're right now 4-0 on the road, as we're looking to, again, do it tonight against the Niagara Falls.
Basically a little rinse and repeat. Just yesterday, like you mentioned, they beat the Americans 6-1 at their home stadium. They are 4-0. But that's not the streak that everyone's talking about. They're talking about the win streak that the Batavia Muckdogs have been going and rocking with since the start, since starting 2-2. They now sit 10-2 with 8 games straight, winning or going in the win column. Plenty of baseball to be played today. We're going to see what stats and what numbers keep rolling. So there's some notable numbers to share about specific players.
Yeah, right now, two big stories. You got Gavin Chandler right now, who's obviously not pitching right now, but he's now moved up to second in ERA. Jake Sliz right now is first place in strikeouts right now, but they're not playing today. So let's get into to the batters. Obviously, you have the speed demons right now, Glenn Brooks and Jalen David, who are right now both second in stolen bases right now. Evan Brock is the other one, big one. Obviously, with him batting a 5.10 batting average right now. And also, their numbers just keep increasing as the time goes on as a team. Right now, they are third in terms of batting average right now. And also, when it comes to their pitching, their batting average against, they are first with a .19. And also, their earned run average is now at a 3.84, which is also first in the league. The story right now is that everyone in this winning streak is starting to get their numbers up that are starting to benefit part of the team.
Right now we're going through lineups. So speaking of numbers, we'll see the numbers and where players are located as well. We'll get that on your screen now. For Batavia, the first three, Glenn Brooks, Jalen David, and Jackson Inman, seems to have no change in recent games there. But for the Americans, Justin Gladfelter, Jackson Bauer, and Matthew Ganschow. The next four for both teams, for Batavia, it's going to be Evan Brock, James Quintero, Joey Socorro, and Jeremy Ramos. And then rounding things for the Americans, Colin Price, Xander Clark, Cooper Rowell, and Adam Weiss. The next three and last three for Batavia, that's going to be Jacob Vesco, Miles Manel, and Braden I. For the Americans, that's going to be Nick Patz, Anthony Savino, and Evan Shank. And on the mound for the Batavia Muckdogs, none other than Landon Stoddard. And on the other side, that's going to be Aiden Braz. So that's your lineups for today. What's your thought on the lineup heading into? We saw a lot of pitchers going through, and now, or we have a lot of pitchers in the Red Wings game. Geneva Red Wings, we saw 5. So we were waiting for the moment where the pitching crew would catch up. We saw them go into a little bit of a bag. But in just a second, we'll hold off as the national anthem is underway.
Whenever you're ready, take it away.
second. We're going to kind of like, we'll come back to it, but we're doing kind of a re-intro. I'm playing the intro right now.
Turn it up, baby. Feel it up. 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
And we're back from the national anthem. Things here at Sal Maglie Stadium, just moments away. Baseball buddies running off the field. And again, Batavia Muckdogs on the road. Niagara Falls Americans trying to get the hot streak that the Batavia Muckdogs have against them to an end. Right now, the Muckdogs have a good streak going with the win column, but have a good win streak going against the Americans. They're 3-0 against them.
That's correct. And also you got that 8-game winning streak right now. And what all of those games have in common right now is just due to these absolutely dominant pitching performances by the Muckdogs. Yesterday, we saw Jake Sliz once again have an amazing performance after his game against Newark. And even when they went all the way back to the 15th, they won 15-3 against the Niagara Falls Americans. So right now, they have just been absolutely dominant in terms of Niagara right now. They have found their number against them, and they're looking to continue it today, but this time on the road against the Niagara Falls Americans.
Well, speaking of pitching, we'll take a look at the pitching crew for Batavia before baseball gets played. Landon Stoddard, there's his stats on the season. So far, he's only pitched 3 2/3 innings. He has a 12.27 ERA, 7 hits, 6 runs, and 5 earned runs, and 1 strikeout. Well, that picture didn't update, even though I did. I guess I didn't press save. There we go. Thank you. I did try to change that. I guess that one slipped through the cracks. But from Alfred State, he's a freshman, East Bethany, New York, right-handed pitcher, standing at 6'1", 170 pounds. Thank you for confirmation with that, Jarrett. I thought I changed it, and it didn't. But there we go. There's updated stats, picture, and all. But that's the pitching crew. To start things off, Landon Stoddard, to get things underway for the Batavia Muckdogs. But before any pitching can get going for them, their end, it's going to be swinging in the bat. It's going to be none other than Glenn Brooks, who will start things off, followed by Jalen David and Jackson Inman. We'll take a look at the defense for the Americans, as they're right now in the outfield, infield, and everywhere else. On the mound, Aiden Mraz. Catching, Nick Past. Over at first, that's Adam Weiss. Second, Justin Gladfelter. Over at shortstop, Anthony Savino. Third base, Cooper Rowell. Xander Clark over at left. Jackson Bauer center, and Colin Price rounding things out. You can see here on our broadcast that we've been booted towards the football press box, so we apologize for the camera angle, but this is what we're going to be able to work with for today's game. We're on the road. We're everywhere. We're always trying to make things work. Sometimes you got to get scrappy, but here we go. Baseball at Sal Maglie Stadium is underway. In the box, Glenn Brooks, number 20 position at center field. The first pitch he sees go by is down towards the basement for ball 1.
Grayson, right now, Glenn Brooks is batting a 425 average right now. He's played in 12 games. He started 11 with 40 at-bats, 17 runs, 17 hits, with 2 doubles, 2 triples, 2 home runs, and 11 RBIs right now. And we can't forget about the speed with him having 15 stolen bags too.
So do it all kind of man, and that one fouled off over towards right. So 1-2 now. I'm going to have to get used to the angles here. I'm usually behind the home plate. Here, might make a few incorrect calls if they go to the outfield, but I'm going to try to do my best. It's a weird angle. That's swing and a miss for strike 3. No, or nope. Yep, that's strike 3.
Yep, strike 3.
Gave a signal, but no, strike 3. Now up, Jalen David. He's another man who can do no wrong. So far in the season, he's had 37 at-bats. He's started in 11 games played, batting a .351, 15 runs scored by himself, 13 hits, of which he has a double and a triple to that. Too high in the attic for ball number 1. 8 RBIs, 16 total bases, and that's a big part from stealing as well. He also is tied with Glenn Brooks at 15. It's 2-1. Slapped, and that's going to get deep to center field. And that's going to be a single for Jalen David to hopefully start off a rally for his team. So David now on base, Jackson Inman, position at third, number 2. He as well is also having a good start to his season as well. 21 at-bats, 6 game starts, 6 played. 9 runs, 11 hits, as well as a home run and a double included that. 11 RBIs and 3 stolen bases. Fouled off for the first pitch, 0-1. So David on first. Jackson Inman in the box. On deck, Evan Brock. Pitch too high, 1-1. Roz staring at first. He's right-handed, so he's got to do a little behind-the-back look and a stumble off the mound. Trying to pick off David, and yep. There it is. There's the block.
Yep, he took a little bit of a tumble there, so he couldn't really make that throw, and that was the big reason why it's called a balk right there. And now we got a runner on scoring position.
So a balk, uncommon, but we've seen a few as of recent try to get the throw off, took a stumble, never stepped off for the throw, and that's a free base for Jalen David, who's now at second. And that one will be strike 2, 2-2 count. Jalen David also taking another half-decent lead. Roz staring down at David, making sure to keep him in check. Sends the pitch home, and that one skips like a rock to the catcher. That's ball number 3, 3-2 count. Full count. And payoff for Inman. Stare at David. Nothing. Fouled off. David has to return back to second base. Slight jog there, and the rinse and repeat. Roz, the payoff. And not good enough. Won't find itself in the picture frame. And Inman gets a walk over to first. So Evan Brock, Mr. Reliable, comes up to the plate. His situation, he's got 2 on. 1 in scoring position at second. Jalen David, Jackson Inman over at first. 1 out.
Yeah, Grayson, Evan Brock is right now batting .500. He's played in 11 games, started in 11. He's had 36 at-bats with 18 hits, 4 of them being doubles, 2 triples, a home run, and 21 RBIs. The RBIs is what
Pickoff attempt to second. Jalen David, it's over, wild throw. Gets over the head of the second baseman, and everyone advances, and they're safe. So before we see anything towards Brock, everyone gets a free base. Feel like Oprah up here. You get a base. You get a base. And Batavia now has 2 in scoring position.
Yeah, right now you're definitely regretting that payoff attempt because now you have, again, Mr. Reliable RBI leader with runners in scoring position right now, with a chance to cash in on 2 runs very early in this game.
Too high upstairs for the first pitch. 1-0 count. Mraz sends the second one, sent deep to left field and caught. Jalen David with the tag up to the cutoff man, no throw. That's the first run brought in. Jalen David on the score. And just like that, the Batavia Muckdogs with the sac fly courtesy of Evan Brock now lead 1-0. James Quintero, first baseman, number 16, comes up to the plate. In the season for Quintero, he's batting a solid .381. 7 game starts, 7 of those played in. 21 at-bats, 3 runs, 8 hits. It's the first pitch he sees. Able to get that inside part, 0-1 count. He has a home run off those 8 hits, including a double. 3 RBIs off 12 total bases. 0-1 count. 1 runner on at second, and that's Inman. And that one sent to the second baseman off the 2-hop, and the play at first in time. So 3 outs for the Americans' defense, but without a scoreless inning. The Batavia Muckdogs able to put up 1 after 5 at-bats. Now the Americans have to call to respond, or excuse me, find a way to respond to that call. But that brings it end to the top of the first, the bottom of the second, right around the corner. We'll be back for that in a moment.
Order for the Batavia Muckdogs.
Feeding the pack.
Gotta feed the pack.
Go dogs.
Go dogs.
We don't want you to like coming here. We want you to love coming here. Batavia Downs, official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
You just gotta say the D twice. You just want to say like Stodard, because it's like you think it's just.
And then Stoddard.
Yeah, there you go.
Landon Stoddard. And Batavia defense is now out there in their positions. We'll take a look at that. Here we go. On the mound, Landon Stoddard. Over at catcher, Joey Socorro. For your infield, James Quintero, Braden I, Miles Bennell, and Jackson Inman. For your outfield, Jeremy Ramos, Glenn Brooks, and Jalen David. It's a little mix and match, but nothing too out of the ordinary. Few shifts here and there. Let's start things off for the Americans. That's going to be Justin Gladfelter, your second baseman, number 27. Gladfelter on the season. He's batting a .276, 29 at-bats, and 9 starts, 14 runs off 8 hits, a double and a triple, 2 RBIs. And he is the equivalent of your Glenn Brooks or Jalen David, whoever you want to compare to, with 13 stolen bases. That's number 1 on the team so far, as that's ball 1, 1-0 count. And that's by a long shot. The only person in second, or 2 people in second, only have 3. So double-digit lead on his teammates in terms of stolen bags. And you can see in the background a little rainbow.
Ooh.
It looks magical. I didn't even see that. 2-0 count. Sent to Manel, who's able to get in front of it, not be able to trap it in his glove. He'll reach first base off an error.
Yep, that's the turf for you right there. Obviously, it's going to be a lot more bouncier. It's going to be a lot more faster. So usually those first few innings, you got to adjust in those situations because you're so used to playing in dirt in every single field. Niagara is one of them that has a turf field, as you can see on the broadcast.
So Gladfelter now on first, off the error. Jackson Bauer, center fielder, number 1, up to bat.
Yep, Jackson Bowers right now has played in 5 games. He started in 5. He's got a .375 average right now and 16 at-bats with 6 hits, all being singles with 6 RBIs.
Strike 1 off the swing and miss. So the 0-1 pitch. That's 1-1. Won't find the frame. Pickoff attempt at first. No good. We look at the last game that Stoddard participated in. That would be the Geneva Red Wings matchup where the Batavia Muckdogs won 16-14. He pitched for a total of 2 innings. Swing and a miss for Bauer, 1-2 count now. Only allowed 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned run, 3 batters walked. Wasn't able to record a strikeout off 7 at-bats. Finished the day with an ERA of 12.27. Pickoff attempt at first, and now we have a pickle. Throw to second to throw back to first. Is it in time? Wow. No, they say safe. And wow.
Man, I don't know. I thought he definitely got the tag right there. Obviously now Coach Skips is walking out right now. I thought he had the tag right there. I thought that was a beautiful pickoff play right there. It's hard to really tell because I don't think he went past the tag. I think that's a big kind of conversation. He went around the tag, but if you base it off timing, I honestly thought Quintero got him right there.
They're having a conversation with the home umpire. Asked Coach Skips to leave while they discuss it, but I definitely thought he got him. I couldn't really see his left arm if he was able to pull off a swim and able to touch first base with his left hand first, but his right arm definitely didn't before the tag was applied. And they got him.
And they changed the call.
If you ask me, that's the right call, and that's one place where the pickoff attempt works. Just like that, there's 1 out on the board for the Batavia defense.
And now you're starting fresh with a 1-2 count. Now you can be a little more aggressive right now against Bauer. As now you could just go and attack him, get the strikeout, get 2 outs early in this situation, and get out of this inning and get the bats going.
It's definitely how you fix that single off the error. Now a little more discussion from the umpires with the Niagara Falls coaching staff. But Skips gets what he wants, early Christmas present. As much as I wouldn't really say Christmas present, that was the right call if you ask me. But nonetheless, 1-2 call for Jackson Bauer. Down low towards the turf, 2-2. So 1 out, 2-2 count. The 2-2 pitch from Stoddard. Swing and a miss, and that's the second one right there. Early strikeout. Matt Ganschow, number 15 designated hitter. He now comes up to the plate. Ball down low on the basement stairs, 1-0. Another pitch, another ball, 2-0. Again, down low. Sent deep, driven to left field. And foul, wow.
Oh my, we heard that off that bat. Holy, that was almost gone to left field.
We saw that was gone if it had stayed fair. Couldn't really see that one. That's the one frame that's in the blind spot of the camera. Is deep left field. That one driven to center field. Will Glenn Brooks able to get this? Yes, he does. Glenn Brooks doing what Brooks does, able to get underneath it. That's the third out. So, little scare there as that ball trickled just past pesky pole. Well, that wouldn't really be pesky pole. Red Sox, that's over in right field. But I'm going to call this one pesky. But that one fouled off. But instead, 3 outs, and your score remains 1-0. The Muckdogs have the lead heading to the top of the second. We'll be back in just a second.
I'd like to withdraw some Muckbucks, please.
Muckbucks?
Realistically, I can't withdraw Muckbucks here. But what I can do is do all my banking through Tompkins Bank, an official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs. I gotta get back to picking up my Muckbucks.
Here in Batavia, hard work and community goes hand in hand. That's why the Batavia Muckdogs are a proud partner with Farm Credit East, helping support the people of Western New York grow.
We don't want you to like coming here. We want you to love coming here. Batavia Downs, official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
Leading things off for the Muckdogs, Joey Socorro, number 34, catcher for today. Seen him come in as designated hitter, extra hitter, whatever you want to call it, and it's one of the key foundations in that catcher rotation they have going, but we'll take a look at his stats.
Yep, Joey Socorro right now is batting.
That one driven over the short. The play at first. Didn't seem to get on the base, but able to apply the tag for the out.
Yeah, before he got out, Joey Socorro had a 208 average. He's played in 9 games, started in 7. He's had 24 at-bats with 5 hits, with a double, a triple, and 2 RBIs. But now, up to bat, Jeremy Ramos.
Left fielder, number 31. The first pitch that goes by is ball 1, 1-0 count. Pitch number 2, able to hang on that outside part of the plate. 1-1.
And Grayson, right now, Jeremy Ramos is starting to become a very quality player. In 5 games, he's had 5 starts, 15 at-bats. He's been batting a .333 average with 5 hits, a double, and 5 RBIs. So, in the opportunities that he's played, he's been an impact on this team as he fouled that off for a 2-2 count now.
The 2-2 pitch. Driven towards second. He's not able to stay in front of it, and that one ends up in the outfield, but it's a single for Ramos. Who stands on first. And right now up, Jacob Vesco, number 99, designated hitter. Yo, pitch. Able to hang on the plate. A 1. Pitch number 2 won't be able to replicate itself. 1-1. Best goal in the season, batting a 1.76. Started 5 games, played in 7. 17 at bats, 3 hits, 5 runs scored. Is the 1-1 pitch outside, 2-1. His 1 home run within his 3 hits, 3 total bases, 6 strikeouts. So the 2-1, swing and a miss, 2-2 now. Fouled off, so rinse and repeat the 2-2 count. Right now, as I was just watching a quick little race over there on who could get the foul balls, that one went in the stands, and it was between 2 kids, and someone came out of nowhere at the top of the stands and just snagged that. That one driven to left field, got underneath it. Inman has to go back. So fly out over at left for Vesco. Now 2 outs for Miles Manel. He'll have his brother and teammate Inman over at first. Number 8, shortstop Manel on the season so far. Batting a 280. 8 games started, 8 games played, 25 at-bats, 8 runs scored off 7 hits, one of those being a triple, 6 RBIs, and 9 total bases. Outside, wrong batter's box, 1-0 count. Fouled off. Inman tried to go, but he'll have to go back once more, so he's just doing sprints. 1-1 count. That one outside, moves the count 2-1. If we look at the history between those two teams, we talked about it, that the Batavia Muckdogs, they're right now 3-0. First matchup dates back to June 5th. Driven over the pitcher, second base able to get it. And no, he on the underhand toss to shortstop. It goes a little too high. So right now, Manel standing on first, Inman at second. Able to get by Roz off the first bounce. Couldn't get his glove high enough. Second baseman able to come out towards the outfield, get around it. Is able to stop it, snag it. Looked like he had to play it at second base with the shortstop. But no, the underhand toss a little too high.
Yeah, he played it a little too simple right there. He thought that he had the very easy play, but of course, Jackson Inman's got some wheels also.
Driven straight towards first, and no, called foul.
Yeah, but Jackson Inman also has some wheels on this team, just like basically every single player here on Coach Skip's team. And by the time that he got the ball, it was already a very close play. So he tried to just react quickly, but threw it over his shortstop.
Braden I, number 4, second baseman. He's now in the batter's box. He'll be the last run of the starting batting order. That one outside, 1-1. Again, we look at the history. June 5th, they won a close one, 5-4, which was the first win in this 8-game winning streak. A little slapped back to Mraz, who able to successfully get an underhand toss to his first baseman for the third and final out of the top of the second. No change in the score, 1-0. Batavia still hangs on to a lead. Bottom of the second, Niagara Falls. Plenty of baseball left. They look to jump out here. We'll be back in a second. Speaking of schedule, we'll show you the standings right now. Your Batavia Muckdogs, they're in first place, and for a good reason. 8 games straight they've won. They're sitting at 10-2 on top of the leaderboard. Over in second place is the Auburn Doubledays. They sit at 9-3. They've won 2 straight since falling to the hands of the Muckdogs. Jamestown Tarp Skunks, they found themselves in a stinky situation, losing 3 straight after starting 11-2. They're 11-5. But these teams are 1 game behind the Muckdogs. Elmira Pioneers, they're 6-5. Olean Oilers 7-6 in 5th, and 6 is the Niagara Falls Americans, 6-8. They were winning 3 straight before they came over to Dwyer Stadium. Batavia dealt them a loss, which they won 6-1. Right now, the losing streak is off to 1, of course.
Grayson, another small game to talk about, obviously, because we got to talk about every game every single once in a while. Elmira Pioneers and the Olean Oilers are right now playing against each other over in Elmira. And right now, the winner of that game gets the 4th seed, which I know it's early, but you want to control your destiny in these early part of the season.
Colin Price, right fielder number 11, is a 2-1 count currently. 2-1 pitch. Heat on it. Isn't able to find it. 3-1.
Yeah, Grayson, right now Colin Price is batting a .286 right now in 8 games played.
And that's a hit by pitch off the elbow. That one inside. Went to swing for it, but doesn't get far enough. Now put Colin Price over at first.
Yeah, but he also started 6. He's had 14 at-bats, 4 hits, one of them being a triple and 2 RBIs.
Xander Clark, number 5, left fielder. He's now up to bat. Left-handed in the box. It's right versus lefty matchup right now. Go sign for Price, the throw. Miles Manell able to stay in front of it. Didn't want to collide with sliding head first Colin Price. He now gets a stolen bag. After the hit by pitch, he stands on second. This ball 1 off that pitch as well, so 1-0 count. Two-0 count following pitch outside. 2-0, swing and a miss. 2-1 for Xander Clark. Two one. Hit by pitch off the elbow once more. That's back-to-back hit batters for Stoddard. Now Cooper Rowell, number 6, positioned at third.
Yeah, right now Stoddard is trying to get those inside corners, trying to really paint the zone a little bit here right now, and he hasn't really found his control yet, which has led to these hit by pitches right now. But we're also in the early part of the game. But with the 0 outs, with now a runner on second and a runner on first, again, with only 0 outs, it's not a situation that you want to be in.
Not exactly. We'll see how he faces the adversity. Again, Cooper Rowell, third base, number 6. He's in the box. On the season, Rowell batting at 143. He's played 9, started 8 games, 21 at-bats, 5 runs off 3 hits. 2 of those being doubles. 7 RBIs, though, to his name, and that seems to be the best of his stats. Again, 2 on for Stoddard. Sky high to right field. Jalen David able to get underneath it. The tag up. The attempt to third, and David with the cannon. I was just about to say they better watch out, and he's held up. That one wasn't deep enough for the tag up, especially with Jalen David out there. You definitely have to hit it a little further than you should. Miles Monell able to intercept it. But no movement except for the counts and outs. 1 out. Now up, Adam Weiss. Number 26 at first base.
Yeah, Grayson, right now, Adam Weiss has played in 8 games. He's starting in 8. He's been batting a .273 average with 22 at-bats.
Wild pitch, that's too high. Gets behind Socorro, and everyone advances 1.
Yep, with 22 at-bats right now, he's had 6 hits, one of them being a double, and then 5 RBIs so far this season.
It's the 1-0 count following the wild pitch. That one's down low. 2-0. Another ball down low in the basement. It moves the count 3-0 for Weiss. And that's ball number 4, so 4 pitches, 4 balls, and now bases loaded for the Americans.
And right now, pitching coach Grant is now walking over to his pitcher right now. You got bases loaded right now. You're going against Pizzette, right? Nick Pizzette?
Pazits.
Paz?
Pazits.
Nick Paz.
Yeah, whatever. That is. Do a little spelling bee. P-A-S-Z-T. Pazits.
Pazit.
Pazit?
I'm gonna say Pazit. Yep.
Pazit.
So right now he's played in 2 games. He's started in 2. He's got a .286 batting average right now. 7 at bats with 2 hits, having a home run too, and also 2 RBIs. So right now he's been playing pretty well in these 2 games that he's playing right now.
Pats.
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 There we go. We got our answer.
There we go. Some of the names get you sometimes.
They definitely do, especially spelled like that. Pats. It's in the box, and he sends that deep over to right.
Oh.
And it's gone. Grand slam for Pats. And the Americans jump out to a 4-1 lead. Gets every bit of that one. And some. First grand slam we've seen all year on the broadcast, and it's from the opposing team. 4-1 is your score.
Yeah, he saw his first pitch right there, and he knew that was his best pitch. He was going to get the whole at-bat right there, and he just took him deep over to that center right field area right now. And now they got to fight to get out of this situation, also get the bats going again to hopefully bring this game back.
Now up, number 22, Anthony Savino. He sends one past second. Trickles out to center field, and that's a single for Savino, just like that. The bats keep rolling. Now up, number 10, Evan Shank, extra hitter. Swing and a miss for strike number 1 against Shank, 0-1 count. Right now it seems Coach Grant sending a few of his guys to the bullpen. Sky high to center field. It's Shallow who's got it. It's Glenn Brooks. So that's the second out. No tag up there. 2 outs now for the Batavia defense.
Yeah, right now that pitcher that's in the bullpen right now is Irwin's Branch, coming in to get a little bit of a warm-up going. I don't think he's going to come in this inning, but we may be very likely seeing him either in the next 2 innings if the situation keeps going the way he's going. But we got faith in Stoddard, though, to get out of this situation and hopefully continue his pitching performance today.
Stoddard deals. It's going to go ball number 1, 1-0 count. We've reached the top of the order for Justin Gladfelter once more. We reached first off the air, too high. It's a 2-0, and to do a little duck action from Gladfelter. Able to get that one across the plate, 2-1. A little bit of heat behind that one. That bounces off the plate behind Socorro. Look to go 3 with Savino. He's held up at 2. So 3-1 count.
Yeah, Grayson, one thing to really think of, especially as this game keeps getting going, and really wondering how this game will carry on till tomorrow, where tomorrow they have a doubleheader against Olean. I really wonder how deep in the bullpen will they go in this game if this continues.
That's a hit by pitch off the back shoulder blade for Gladfelter, and now 2 on. Gladfelter at first and Savino at second. That's the 3rd hit by pitch for Stoddard. And that looks like it'll bring a quick end to Stoddard's day. Coach Skips is already coming out to the mound following the first visit from Coach Grant. And there's the signal. So Irwin's Branch will now be moving to the mound. The last time we saw him, that was also Geneva Red Wings. He pitched a full 2 innings, only allowing 1 hit. 4 runs, 4 of those being earned, with 3 batters walked and 3 strikeouts, with 11 batters faced and 6 at-bats.
Yeah, Grayson, Irwin's Branch is known for being one of the fire pitchers on this team in terms of his fastball, having some absolute speed to it. He's pitched in 4 games. He's got a 7 ERA right now and 7 innings pitched. He's had 8 hits with 6 earned runs, but he also has 6 strikeouts right now. So now he's in a very interesting situation with that runners on first and second right now with 2 outs though. But you got to get out of this situation early, attack your first batter, get out of this. So then hopefully in the bottom of the 3rd, you can come in with a clean slate and hopefully you can start bringing in some zeros to hopefully get this comeback going.
We'll see how it plays out. Again, Irwin's Branch. We're 38, like you mentioned on the season. He's known for the heat he brings when he's out there on the bump. Excuse me, not 38, but 30. with that 7.04 ERA. We're going to see how he performs. It's kind of like, so far, a copy and paste of the bullpen we saw against Geneva Red Wings, and no surprise there. We were wondering how that would influence, but of course, the influence we're seeing is it rolls over. That one dating back to June 16th, so only 4 days ago. It played 2 games since. The doubleheader against the Olean Oilers has now been moved to tomorrow at home instead of away, so the Batavia Muckdogs gained an extra home game. But able to get a day break in for everyone in that bullpen to rest up, put some ice on the arms. We might see a little kind of deja vu from that day in terms of who steps on the mound. We'll see as this game continues, but what Branch will inherit is 2 on, 2 outs, first and second, and a fresh count for number 1, center fielder Jackson Bauer. Branch's first pitch, heat but too low, 1-0. Staring down at second, deals home again in the basement, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Again, too low for Branch, 3-0. The 3-0 count, finally able to move it up and gets the 3-1. That's ball number 4. So Branch's first at bat will get the batter to walk, load the bases with a 4-1 count for Jackson Bauer, who now positioned himself at first. Gladfelter at second. It's Anthony Savino over at third. Now up number 15, Matthew Ganschow. Might see this play in part due to he only had a very limited amount of time when we saw him get sent to the bullpen. He had to do a slight jog and didn't have that long of a warm-up. As that one sent foul with third baseline. 0-1 count for Matt Ganschow. The 0-1 in the attic, so the now count is 1-1. Stare down at third, elects to deal home and hit by pitch with the right part of his shoulder. Try to dodge, but in the moment clips himself, and that's a hit by pitch for Jackson Bauer, who now moves to first. Anthony Savino will score. So your score now 1-5 as Colin Price, number 11. Excuse me, not Jackson Bauer. Matt Ganschow hit by pitch. Colin Price up to bat. Gladfelter at third. Colin Price fouls the first pitch off. Just to re-clarify here, Gladfelter at third, Jackson Bauer at second, and Matt Ganschow over at first.
Yeah, and Grayson, right now we're starting to see some rain now. Obviously, before we had some sun, we had that rainbow that we saw that was absolutely beautiful. But now we got some rain, so
That one's drilled to right. It's going to get down. Jalen David able to pick it up to throw first. Cut off by Quintero, but that brings in 1-2 for the Americans. So your score now 7-1. You can see right now in the broadcast, like you said about the rain, though, seems to just be a singular cloud that decided to cool off everyone. But 2 outs now. Colin Price with the single. Bats in 2 for his team. High to left, and it gets down and gets over. Ramos, it bounces over him, trickles all the way to the wall. Going 3 is Xander Clark. He's going home. The throw at the plate. In time. So the inside the park home run does not work. That brings an end to the bottom of the second. The score right now is 8-1.
we'll double check it just to
We'll
make
double
sure.
check that in a moment, but your score right now to the scoreboard, Niagara Falls Americans, they lead 8-1 to the top of the third. We'll get everything stat checked in just a moment. Top of the third. Your score 8-1. Americans lead. They're 8 unanswered for the bottom of the second. Well, to bat is the top of the order. Leadoff man Glenn Brooks leads off one more. Fouled off his first pitch. That one 2 consecutive for 2 balls, 2-1. Still raining as that's sent to left field. Able to locate his left fielder. For the Americans, Xander Clark, and it's raining half decently. It's kind of turning into a decent pour. This one little rain cloud is, you can see it right above us at the top right of your screen. Looks like it should rain for the next 20 minutes, according to the weather app. It's coming down, and it's coming down pretty hard. First pitch to Jalen David, strike 101.
Yeah, right now you got the advantage of turf field right now, but the ball's just going to skip so much faster with rain now on the turf field.
Be a little slippery. 0-2. But no, that won't be strike 3. It'll be ball 1, 1-2. Outside. Pitch number 3, the 1-2 pitch, though. Swing and a miss for David. That's 2 outs right now for the Muckdogs. Now up, number 2, Jackson Inman. Inman with the first pitch. In just a second. Sent in between the shortstop and third. Left fielder slides and falls down on top of the ball. He can't pick it up. The throw to second is Inman slides way by the base. Told you it would be slippery. The ball, luckily, the throw was not on the mark towards second. Trickles by, but Inman went on his stomach, and he slid almost from where the second baseman usually positioned himself, way past his second base, as he saw.
Looked like Superman out there sliding over to second baseman, but that's what turf does in the rain. It's just so much slippy.
Slicker.
So much. Yep, you got it. But obviously, in these situations, you got to slide so much earlier in these situations.
Right now, that's going down as a double. Number 11, Evan Brock. And the sac fly in the first inning, which brought in Jalen David. Comes into a situation where Jackson Inman is over in second, 2 outs and torrential downpour. So you can't really see it on the camera. You can see snippets, but it's coming down.
Yeah, what's really weird is that if you look all the way out to left field, you just see no rain clouds at all, just perfect white, fluffy clouds in the air.
(2-0) for Brock. Won't find it. So 3-0 from Roz. I don't think anyone expected this. Roz the 3-0, too low towards the basement, and ball number 4, he'll take a walk and a short trip to first base. That puts 2 on now. Now up, number 16, James Quintero. As much as this rain seems to be short-tenured, at least towards the forecast, its effects will be long-lasting, like you mentioned. The turf field, everyone may be slipping and sliding for a good few innings whenever this decides to come to an end.
It seems like it's starting to slow down a little bit. You know, it's not like pouring now, but there's definitely still the rain.
Sent high to center field. Will they be able to locate it? Yes, and able to hang on to it through the rain. So that's the third out. No more runs brought in for the Muckdogs. Your score is still 8-1. Heading to the bottom of the third, the Americans, they have the hot hands. We'll see if they continue with any more runs put up when we come back. Bottom of the third, the rain is not going anywhere, it seems. Irwin's Branch, he's out there on the mound. He came in for Stoddard. Who ended his day only after 1 2/3 innings. He recorded 2 hits against, 4 runs. 1 batter walked, 1 strikeout, and 3 hit by pitches. And realize I had this written in the wrong name, but those stats are correct.
Grayson, one thing I really wish these broadcasts or people here watching the broadcast can see, over in the Muckdogs dugout, we are seeing a bunch of players grabbing a poncho blanket. They're all snuggling up together to try to keep themselves dry. Teamwork right there.
Seems to be working. There's some fans who've reemerged from the tunnel with some umbrellas that they're able to acquire from their cars or wherever they could have found them, because this cloud is still just sitting right over Sal Maglie Stadium and bringing on the downpour. Now up, Cooper Rowell. In his first go, he had a flyout. This will be his first matchup against Branch. Irwins. Too high, 1-0. Swing and a miss.
To the parking lot.
1-1. Irwins with the 1-1. That one blocked down by Socorro. Far outside, too low, 2-1. Branch able to get that one dead center. 2-2. Sent deep to left field. And Ramos able to do a little slip and slide to get underneath it for the out there. Now up and up Weiss. Weiss. Adam Weiss. Walked in his first at bat. And that's strike 1 for Weiss. Oh, 1 coming up. And that's a wild pitch. That's too high for Socorro, and that reaches the backstop. So 1-1.
Rain's starting to play an impact right there. Definitely slipped through the hands of Branch. Definitely got to keep those hands dry. Now you might have to have like a towel in the back of your pocket to make sure the ball stays in your hand.
The 1-1 sent foul. And that went to the grass over there. So 1-2. Branch still in search of his first strikeout. The 1-2 pitch. Heat but not heat seeking. Can't find the box. 2-2. Branch. That's driven to center. And Glenn Brooks, he's able to back up, stay on his feet, and get the out. Second out there. Back-to-back flyouts for the Muckdogs. Or excuse me, back-to-back flyouts for the Americans. Muckdogs on the better end of that statement. Nick has it. Or Pats.
We're gonna call it Pats.
I looked at my wrong written pronunciation. No, it's Pats. They say Pats, so I'm gonna say Pats. But Nick Pats, catcher. First pitch he sees is too low, down in the basement, 1-0.
Pat's last at bat hit that grand slam that definitely gave all the momentum to the Niagara Falls Americans. As Branch, next pitch, 1-0 count.
2-0 now. Pitch for Branch. Able to carve up that lower end. Now 2-1.
2-1 pitch for Branch. Setting himself up.
Delivery. It's too low. Count moves 3-1.
Branch now switching the baseballs, obviously getting the ball a little wet. Gotta constantly be ready for the switching of the baseballs in this rain that is just not giving up at all. That cloud is just not going away right now.
Is not the 3-1 pitch. Driven to left center, and it gets down. One hop. Ramos able to bring it in. Only holds it to a single. Now up, though, Anthony Savino. Had a single in his first at-bat. That's strike one against Savino. Pickoff attempt here first. Isn't able to reach it. Or just a little toss off to avoid the balk we saw earlier from Roz. Still a 1 pitch though for Savino. So the rain is dying down. Here's a pickoff attempt that does reach Quintero. No good.
Ball outside, 2-1 now for Branch.
Two one. That's down in the turf for 3-1 for Savino. Change of the balls as the Lorraine is slowly halting, but again, keyword in that statement, slowly. As it seems like Sal Maglie has found itself possibly like the worst strip of cloud going underneath it. Fouled off, so full count now for Savino. Can literally see over to our left. It's dry as whatever you want to say it. Dry as whatever.
Yeah, you probably do like a 5-minute drive.
Not even a jog, and it's dry grass. I bet you I could outrun this cloud and just get over there and not be soaked.
Well, right now we got a full count here. Pitch.
Down low.
Low.
Ball 4 and a walk for Savino. Number 10, Evan Shank. Fly out in his first. He's last one in the lineup. Comes into situation 2-1. So that's too low. Ball 1-1-0 count. One count now. Staring down at second. Double take. Delivers home too high. Upstairs 2-1.
As the rain is starting to pick back up again, we had a nice little sprinkle. Now it's back to what I was doing before.
Another ball too high. 3-1 for Shank. So that's ball 4. Now bases loaded for the Americans. Socorro talking with Branch. So will Coach Grant as well as he comes out from the dugout to meet up with Branch. No one's in the bullpen.
Yeah, the rain is just playing such a big factor right now. You're going to be slipping more. You're not going to be able to run as quick with the rain. And also, you're just not getting your grip on the baseball that you usually would in clear days right now. And Branch, being a very fast kind of pitcher, needs full control of the baseball to get the speed where he wants, to get the spin rate where he wants. And right now, with the rain, it's just playing such a factor in this game, especially with 2 outs. You're just wishing to get out of the situation and start fresh with a new inning.
We'll see. Just trying to start from scratch, but it's hard given that fact that bases are loaded. You have 2 outs, though. Bases loaded, the deficit already being down 7.
But they're also at the top of the order now with Gladfelter coming up. Got on by an error in his first at-bat, and then he just got hit by pitch in his second.
That's the first strike for the top of the order for Justin Gladfelter, who's in the box. Reached first off an error and a hit by pitch. His first 2 go-rounds of the carousel. 0-1 with bases full. Big moment here because if he let anything get away, could still spell turmoil for the Muckdogs already in the 3rd inning.
And definitely if a ball definitely like rolls past anywhere in that outfield in between the 3 outfielders, that ball is just going to roll due to the rain on the turf, which could lead to all 3 probably scoring.
2-1 count. Two-one pitch for Branch. And a ball too low moves the count 3-1. So a pitch that has more than a runner on first base meeting. We'll see what comes up next. 3-1. Fouled off. And that's too high. So that's ball 4 off the full count. And a runner comes in. Your score 9-1. The Americans leading huge already in the bottom of the 3rd. 2 outs, 3 on. Bases loaded. Situation now for Jackson and Bauer. Strikeout and a walk. Ball low, Socorro ensuring he stays in front of that one as the rain finally turned off. 1-0 count.
Cloud's still out there, but hopefully that's enough of the rain for a while throughout the game.
Isn't able to find the box. 2-0 outside. That's a wild pitch. Gets by Socorro, 1 brought in. Again, so your score now 10-1.
Yeah, Grayson, right now just nothing's going their way right now. They're trying to get out of this situation that they're in right now, but everything's just not going their way right now. Had a lot of unfortunate mistakes. Pitching has not been strong enough probably because of the rain, because you're not being able to grip the ball that you're expecting. And this is the first game where rain has become a factor in the game. We've had a lot of games this season with beautiful sunny skies. This is the first game where rain has become a factor in the game.
So it's able to register a strike, 3-1. Too high, ball 4. Another now bases loaded situation. Matt Ganchow. Fly out and a hit by pitch. 4 straight walks for the Americans. It's also been a reason why 2 runners have come in. With the wild pitch that brought in Savino. Nick Patz was brought in with the walk. So 1-0 count. Able to get that lower end in a 1-1. See in the far part of your screen, bullpen activity for the Muckdogs. There's some rhythm there, 1-2. That's down low, 2-2 count. Driven, second base, backhanded, not in time to throw second. The play at first. Safe, late call there, in time. Wow. Miles Manel snagging it, tried to toss it to Braden I at second, elected not to go. Braden I got taken out in the throw to first. Called safe. And Skips is coming out to argue his case. He's not happy. Skips is not happy in any way possible at that call. Scoreboard reads 12-1. Now up number 11, Colin Price. Again, scoreboard reads 12-1. First pitch dealt, 1-0 count. Just trying to get a hold of everything here. A lot to unpack. 1-1 count now for Price. The single from Ganchow. Again, 2 runners brought in. 2 RBI single. But Skips was not happy about that call. Is that fair enough? That's fouled off. And Klang in the stands.
Yeah,
1-2.
You just right now really want to get out of this situation. There's just been so many things that haven't been going your way right now. You just right now just need a fresh new inning to hopefully try to string up a comeback right now. But right now everything's just not going their way right now.
I'm not exactly sure from this far end. Again, this angle isn't always the best for first base action. Seemed to be something with the call if he was not in position or anything about that. That's what I was able to overhear. But besides that fact, right now, Skips was not happy, and it's not just a simple base hit kind of determining. We're talking about 2 more added on to the Americans' lead. So if he gets out there, that brings an end, and it would still be 10-1 according to the scoreboard, but scoreboard now says 12-1. Swing and a miss brings an end to an agonizing inning once more for the Muckdogs defense. Scoreboard says 12-1. We'll be back in a moment, hopefully to fix things up here. Muckdogs take on Swinging the Bat in a second.
Well, that's why I had like 9-1. You kept saying 8-1. I'm like, no, dude, it's. I know. So here's what we'll do. We'll just write 13-1 for right now. Yeah, I know. I got you.
All right, starting things off, the top of the 4th for the Muckdogs, that's Joey Socorro. 1-0 count for Socorro. And that hit deep to center field. Gets a single. Socorro out on first. Excuse me, just trying to clarify what's been going on in this game with the scoreboard. That's been in the back of our minds trying to run this broadcast. If we seem a little hesitant, but we're trying our best. Okay, so now we can officially say this. According to the scoreboard, that's why for a good portion at the end there, saying by the scoreboard, it is 13-1. In the bottom of the second, they scored 9 runs. Now up James Quintero through the Socorro single. Ball 1-0 count, but 13-1. They scored 9 unanswered in the bottom of the second, not 8. Socorro going, and that's a wild pitch. It gets by, and he stands on second now. That was something that's been irking me this entire broadcast. Made me think I was going crazy. 13-1 is the score. I can make that official now. 2-0 count for Quintero. That one finds its way over the plate for 2-1. Feels like a great relief off my shoulders.
Grayson, correction. That was actually Jeremy Ramos right there.
Jeremy Ramos. Oh, thank you. I don't know why I was saying Quintero, but thank you. It's not over for me. That's a walk.
And now at the bat, Jacob Vesco.
Like you said, Jacob Vesco, number 99, swing and a miss for the first pitch. 0-1 count. He flew out in his first at bat. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, 0-2. Fouled out. So 2 once again. Again, Aiden Mraz has been able to withstand the mound so far. He's only allowed 1 run, 5 hits. His timeshare up there. Deals home too low in the basement, 1-2. Good eye from Vesco. Can see the Muckdogs dugout. They're all out. They want to rally. As much as the score differential is double digit, they ain't going anywhere. They're not going down easy. Down low again, 2-2. Too high. So immediately starting the count down. 0-2 moves it to full. 3-2 payoff pitch incoming from Roz. Roz versus Vesco. The payoff incoming. Down low. And right now, bases loaded. 3 up, and 3 Muckdogs find their way onto the base path. And Socorro over at third. Ramos at second. And Vesco at first. Back-to-back walks from Ross. Miles Manel had a single in his first plate appearance, and here's his second. Good situation to come through with 3 on, fouled off, or swing and miss, foul, made contact after bounced off the catcher's glove, but nonetheless still a strike, 0-1. Looks right now that the Americans are sending one of their pitchers to the bullpen. 0-1 count. Sent deep to center. Will be caught, but with the tag up from Socorro. And no challenge at the plate. He's in for the second score for the Muckdogs. 2-13. You can hear it from the dugout. Keep it rolling. It's what they need to do. Keep their focus. And they can find a way. It's early, plenty of baseball. It's only the top of the 4th. 2-13 is better than 1-13, if you ask me. That's simple math. First pitch dealt to Braden I. Strike number 1, 0-1 count. Braden I is the last man in the batting order. Ground out. His first plate appearance, swing and a miss here. Quickly behind the count, but Muckdogs encouraging to keep on fighting. He'll do so here on the 0-2 pitch. Oh-2. Excuse me, correction, 1-1. I thought he signaled for a strike. Many moving pieces here. 2-1. Good night, Jarrett. That's why you're in charge of scoreboard.
Yeah, we got a lot of interesting stuff going on over here in South Maglie Stadium, but we're going to keep it right for you guys.
So far, I've got to be the one who keeps it right. 2-1. That's sent, and it's going to get down in center field, and it keeps on moving. That's one runner in. And a hold up at third. On the score, though, Ramos. Vesco stays at third. Runners on the corners for the Muckdogs, and we've reached the top of the batting order. Glenn Brooks now up. He comes in, 1 out. Again, runners on the corners, and your score is now 3-13. So trying to rally are the Muckdogs. So far, they've got a good start to that. The first pitch won't be any good from Roz. That's ball 1.
Grayson, right now Glenn Brooks is the only player that has played in every game for the Batavia Muckdogs. So right now, obviously we like talking about Evan Brox being Mr. Reliable, but this is another guy that you want in these kind of situations to get a hit and keep this momentum going.
It's ball number 2, 2-0 count. (3-0). Falling ball number 3. Hear the chant from Muckdogs. Don't think you can, but they're excited to see that. If they get another one, that puts Glenn Brooks on first and bases loaded. But they won't get that immediately. Strike 1, 3-1. The 3-1. Wow.
Call that one a little late. Glenn Brooks thought he got a walk right there, but instead now we got a full count here. Got to fight though.
I was with Glenn Brooks on that one. I thought that was too low at the base of the mountain, but no. Full count. Gets that pass all the way to right field. It's a slow roller. That's one brought in. Glenn Brooks hesitates. He's going to 2. What's the call? Out. So that's the second out. As Glenn Brooks got the movement to second. He hesitated. Now 2 outs, though. But another run brought in.
Yeah,
So
that hesitation definitely took him right there. If he would have sent, because I think he thought it was throwing home. They thought he was going to go completely throw home right there, but instead it was a first base cutoff. But still, he thought he could get there. As right now we are seeing the Niagara Falls coach come out right now. So we'll see if maybe we'll see a substitution right now.
I don't think we'll see a substitution just yet. I think they're going to allow him to close things out, but I'm not exactly too sure. I'm not going to put any bets on it. But Glenn Brooks tried to look over at the bullpen for the Americans. Nothing quite yet. No, he'll stay out there. Glenn Brooks, though, on the hesitation. Out at second. Does advance. Braden I to third. Now Jalen David, he's at the batter's box. Situation again. 2 outs. 1 runner left on. Driven straight towards third base, foul. But again, like you were saying, Jarrett, I'm not sure if he thought the throw or just a little miscommunication or hesitation purely from Brooks's perspective with the miscommunication with his coaches. Not exactly sure what happened. Didn't have my eye on them. But nonetheless, 2-1 count for Jalen David. Driven towards third, fouled off. It's 2-2. The 2-2 outside. Full count for Jalen David. Jalen David so far a single and a strikeout. Sky high to right field. And snagged by the right fielder for the final out. Your score now 13-4, heading to the bottom of the fourth. The Americans trying to ensure that the Muckdogs can't claw their way back. We'll see if they can add on to the red-hot bats we've witnessed all game when we come back.
I'll take 1 million beers, please.
Nah, man, we don't have that. Here, try this.
What's this?
This is beer from Eli Fish, the official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
That's unbelievable. Thank you.
No problem, man.
I'll have what he had.
Oh, didn't see you there. Welcome to the YMCA. Let me show you around. They have free weights and machines here at their state-of-the-art gym. They also have open courts here. And after all those activities, you can come to the pool and cool off. Remember, folks, you can find all these activities here at Glow YMCA, Genesee County Branch.
Carter Fridge Ward has now entered the game for Irwin's Branch. Branch's day will end. We'll take a quick look at his stats. For Irwin's Branch, he'll end the day completing a full 1.1 1/3 inning, 3 hits against, 7 runs, 5 of those being earned, 5 batters walked, 1 strikeout, 13 batters faced. His ERA for the day is 7.04. But Carter Fridge Ward now on the bump.
Yep, Carter has pitched in 2 games. He has a win to his name. He's got a 4.50 ERA, 4 innings pitched, 2 hits, 3 runs, and 3 strikeouts.
So Xander Clark comes back to the plate for his 3rd appearance, had the hit by pitch and the triple where he attempted to advance home for an inside the park home run was thrown out. First strike though from Ward, strike 1. Swing and a miss again. 0-2. Ward bringing the heat and coming out hot. Make that 1, 2, 3. Drop strike 3. There you go. There you go. Right after that, that's an out.
That's how you start strong with a fresh inning. You get runs in that situation right now. You brought it down to 9, and now you just got to start hanging up some zeros right now, and that's how you get it going right there with your first out. And now up to bat, Cooper Rowell.
Cooper Rowell. For 6, third base. He's 0 for 3. 0 for 2 on the day, excuse me. Fouled off. Fridge. Starting off hot. 4 straight strikes. Downs towards the dirt. Did he go? No. 1-1. Again, too low. Count moves 2-1. There he goes, back on track. Straight heat down the center. Rao couldn't flinch. 2-2. The fridge fouled off. Rinse and repeat. The count stays 2-2. Delivery finds its way to the front porch, and you can see the entire dugout, including Ward. He's amped up. It's 2 outs. A second strikeout. I already accidentally had that one written down. That's why I misread when I said 0 for 3 on the day, but that stays true. 0 for 3 on the day after the strikeout, courtesy of Fridge. Adam Weiss. Is back up on the day. A walk and a flyout. Driven over to Glenn Brooks in center field. Glenn Brooks able to back up and hang on to it. So 3 up, 3 down. That's one way to get your team right back in the swing of things with a little bit of life and a little bit of energy. And the score remains 4-13. The Americans still leading, heading to the top of the 5th. We'll be back then for more baseball.
We don't want you to like coming here. We want you to love coming here. Batavia Downs, official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
Who are you?
Fans, if you get hit with a foul ball, don't call our interns.
Why is no one doing anything?
Call UMMC at Rochester Medical Center for help.
Should have called him.
Top of the 5th. Here we go. Adam Mraz, he's still out there. Leading things off for Batavia. Jackson Inman. First pitch he sees is ball number 1, 1-0 count. Given the fact that we had the pitcher's meeting with Mraz, he's on thin ice, I believe, until he gets pulled. 2-0 inside.
Yep, I think the moment that we see base runners in scoring position, he will probably have the end of his night.
Another ball. Another way that Jackson Inman could get on base. One more. 3-0 count. And 4 stray balls will put Inman on first. Now up to bat, though, Mr. Reliable Evan Brock. Sack fly and a walk. Still looking for his first hit. The pitch, another ball. So 5 straight from Roz. Crossing over now 2 at-bats. Evan Brock swings straight towards second, picked up by the second baseman for a double play. So the Americans quickly shut the door on the Muckdogs with that. Ground out.
Yeah, that was a really good play by both the second baseman and the first baseman right there, making that unbelievable ground ball play that was absolutely coming at him at a heater. Took the bag himself and then had a little bit of a terrible throw right there, but the first baseman helps a brother out and scoops it up perfectly.
Right now up to bat, that's going to be James Quintero. 2-out situation for him. That one sent back to the second baseman. Little jog and a little underhand toss. Able to get reaches the first baseman, making sure that one doesn't go too high. A little almost deja vu. But that's 3 outs just like that. Inman was able to get on with the walk. Kevin Brock with the ground out that turned into a double play. And James Quintero a double play. Or excuse me, ground out. Brings an end to the top of the 5th. Your score remains 13-4. The Americans hanging on to a good, decent lead of 9 to the bottom of the 5th, where they look to add things on. We'll be back. Top of the 5th came and went. But a reminder, we'll take a look at the schedule to see when you should stop by Dwyer Stadium and when you should join us for the broadcast. Tomorrow, doubleheader against Olean. Again, we brought one of the matchups that were supposed to be at Olean back home for a doubleheader. Same start time, 4:05, and the game proceeding after the first. Then a day off on Monday for the Muckdogs crew, back on the road. Tuesday for a 13-game streak. Tuesday at Auburn, Wednesday at Niagara, Canada, then Thursday at Jamestown. Then on Friday, hosting Buffalo at Dwyer Stadium. Saturday, then hosting Niagara, Canada for a doubleheader from the rain makeup on June 14th. Doubleheader, 4:30, and the game following thereafter on Saturday, and then Sunday at Newark, 5 o'clock. That's your outlook for the next week's worth of games. And we're back for baseball, bottom of the 5th. Carter Fridge Ward. He was able to do it with 3 up, 3 down. We'll see if he does it once more. Already 2 strikeouts. Had Glenn Brooks help him out with the flyout to end things off for the bottom of the 4th. But bottom of the 5th, he starts things correctly with strike 1 and quickly make that strike 2 for Nick Pats. Oh, 2 for Pats. Check swing, doesn't go. It's too low, 1-2. Fridge, too high upstairs, 2-2. Straight heat on that one. You can hear ball to glove. For that, Socorro's hand might need some ice. 2-2. And that's over the plate. Woulda, coulda, shoulda on the swing, but that's strikeout looking. Anthony Savino comes to the plate, 1 out.
Yeah, Grayson, right now, Ward is doing his job perfectly. He's getting consistent zeros right now. He's striking out batters. Now he just has to keep this up, and maybe the bats can start feeling it and getting some momentum over to their side.
We'll see if that plays in by Anthony Savino. Fresh count. Outside, 1-0. See the rain, little back to resuming there. Too high, 2-0. This one not nearly as much of a downpour as things started off, but enough to clear a good amount of the stands. 2-0, and that's fouled off. 2-1. The 2-1 delivery moves things 2-2 again over the plate. No reaction from the batters as Ward has them frozen in the freezer. 2-2 drop, strike 3. The throw to first in time. So another strikeout, 2 outs. And Evan Shank is now up. Fly out and a walk. He'll round things off for the batting order for the 3rd time for the Americans.
I was expecting another fridge joke right there. I felt like you had another one cooking up in the oven.
See, now you're reaching. You're grabbing at low-hanging fruit. Fresh count. That one. Shank ducking, able to attempt to make his batter box a little lower. And it plays that one towards the higher end, but swing and a miss there. 1-1. You can see the dugout every time they're up out on the field. They're out of the dugout. They're trying to get this team rolling. High energy is working so far. Another one bouncing off the turf. 2-1. Two one count. Down low in the basement, 3-1. And another strike, full count, payoff pitch. Seconds away. As Ward looks to do it himself here. He's already had 2 strikeouts. Payoff. Delivery. And too low. With a walk, puts Shank over on first. So the leadoff man for today, that's Justin Gladfelter. Still in search. His first hit. Reached first off an error. Hit by pitch and a walk. Too low off the turf, but blocked down by Socorro. The 1-0 pitch. Delivery. Ripped. Manel able to stay in front of it. Wow! Sliding in. Able to stay in front of the ball off the turf. Snags it. Flicks it over to second. Braden I standing on the bag for the 3rd out and brings an end. It's another scoreless inning for the Americans. The score stays 4-13. The Muckdogs trying to stay alive. They have 4 innings left. We'll see if they can catch some fire in the top of the 6th.
And we are back in the top of the 6th inning right now. Perez still on the mound for the Niagara Falls Americans. And now up to bat for the Batavia Muckdogs, Joey Socorro.
Joey Socorro, he's 1 for 2 on the day. Single and a ground out. In reverse order. Ground out single. But pitch too high from Roz. We saw the meeting and set of players run to the bullpen, but that was 2 innings ago. Swing and a miss for Joey Socorro, moves to count 1-1, and he's still out there fighting. He's only allowed 4 runs. They say he went.
Was called strike either way.
1-2. Outside, 2-2. That's outside, full count now. The full count payoff. Driven foul. That's in the stands. Luckily, no furry friends here at Sal Maglie Stadium. A little promotion of Bark in the Park. Strikeout, though, for Socorro. And Roz adds another one. So 1 out for Jeremy Ramos. First pitch, ball 1, 1-0. One. Down low towards the turf, moves it to 2-1. Fouled off. Is it in play? Yes, it is. And bobbled in the catcher's glove, but shoots out. So only going down as a strike. Count now 2-2.
Yep, there's your lifeline right there. Now you just got to fight through the count and hopefully get a base hit here right now.
Oh, and we hear thunder. Fouled off 2-2. Swing and a miss. Brings up strike 3 and another out. some Raws, despite all the statements I've made about bullpen meetings and that little burst of 3 runs from the Muck Dogs. He's still dealing. That's back-to-back strikeouts. Jacob Vesco.
Yeah, when they had that meeting, we thought that he was going to get pulled right there, but didn't happen. And right now, sometimes you just need a talking to really get your...
Driven high. Shallow left. A little more hang time. Moves it further, but snagged by the left fielder. 3 up, 3 down for the American defense. And that defense is just holding and preventing any chance from Muck Dogs gaining any sort of rally on offense. But right now, heading to the bottom of the 6th, your score remains 13-4. The Americans still hanging on. They look to add to it. We'll see if they do when we come back.
In support of the Batavia Muckdogs, we would like to thank these corporate sponsors and community partners. Alex's Place, Allegheny Farm Services, AmeriGroup, Arc of Glow, Ashley Furniture, Batavia Downs, Batavia Foot Care Center, Batavia's Original, Best Choice Heating and Air, Bikers Against Child Abuse, Bontrager Auctioneer, Bourbon and Burger, Bright Path Kids, Bully Hill Vineyards, Burger King, Casella Waste, Salino Plumbing, Chaplain Valley Equipment, Council Rock Wealth Advisory Group, Crosby's, Daily News, Dave's Ice Cream, Easttown Beverage, Eli Fish Brewing Company, Everdry Waterproofing, Farm Credit East, Burrell Gas, Ficarella's Pizza, Frank's Call Mr. Plumber, Freed Maxick, Genesee Community College, Geico, Local Batavia Office, Genesee County Chamber of Commerce, Genesee Lumber, Genesee Penny Saver, Go Health, Good Life, Graham Corporation, H.B. Hood, Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force, J. Leonard McAndrew Funeral Home, Ken Barrett Chevrolet, Leaf Guard, Liberty Pumps, Louis J. Lang and Sons, Massive Testing, Mental Health Association of Genesee and Orleans, Magaveros Automotive, M-Power Agency, Next Era Energy, Northside Deli, New York School for the Blind, Oak Orchard Health, Oakwood Hills, Oaka Milk Products, Olacy's, Overhead Door, PNCG, Pellegrino Auto Sales, RFG Associates, Skyworks, Stan's Harley Davidson, Stop DWI, Suburban Propane, TF Browns, Tompkins Bank of Castile, Tonawanda Valley Federal Credit Union, Toyota of Batavia, Trevor R. Rowley State Farm, Tri-County Auto Glass, Tully's, United Memorial Medical Center, UR Wilmot Cancer Institute, WBTA, Wright Beverage, and the YMCA. Thank you for your continued support of the Batavia Muckdogs.
And the leadoff man for the bottom of the 6th, number 1, Jackson Bauer. The first pitch he sees inside for ball number 1. Second one, driven to left, will get down. Yes, it will. It's only a single, though, for Bauer. That changes the story, though, so far from what they've seen against Fridge. It's the first hit recorded against him. Fridge already on the day having 4 strikeouts, 1 walk. That's his first hit, a single. Now at number 15, Matt Ganchow. Too high, 1-0. Stare down at first. goes home. Driven. Gets by. Play a second in time. Could we see a double play? No. No throw there. Miles Manel trying to avoid the incoming slider of Jackson Bauer. Elects not to. So 1 out. Exchange of the runners on base. Now Matt Ganschow over on first. Colin Price is up to bat. Hit by pitch, a single, and a strikeout. First pitch, ball 1. Delivery outside, 2-0. Ward inside, 3-0. Colin Price, we'll see if he gets the go-ahead. Looks like right now that the rain finally comes back to a standstill. A little bit of sun poking out. And able to catch the zone. On the outside, low end, bottom right, 3-1. Start out first, delivers, and that's ball 4 down in the basement. So a walk for Colin Price, puts 2 on. Bauer with the single, then the fielder's choice with Ganschow. Now Price with the walk, 2 on, 1 out. Xander Clark. Hit by pitch. The triple where he was tagged out, attempting to go home for an inside the park home run. And a strikeout as well. Maybe they're sending in a pinch hitter.
That's what I think they're doing, especially with the
delay.
And also the umpire having the lineup card. And yes, they are. It's number 33, Batavia Muckdogs. Muckdogs batting .231 in 4 games. He started before, 13 at-bats, 3 hits, 3 RBIs.
Saw Munakata yesterday. In that game, fared half decently. Get his stats up in a second. First pitch, though, from Ward. Again, 2 on, 1 out. Munakata. They say it's in play. The play at first in time. So now that's 2 outs. Chopped hit will advance the runners. Munakata out at first. Cooper Rowell, he's 0 for 3. Ball low, 1-0. Trying to get out of this is Ward.
Hey, Grayson, right now this is probably the biggest at-bat in a while because you got the runners in 2 scoring position. They're also in mercy rule territory, so any run right now puts them in mercy rule. Where the top of the 7th, they will need to get a run to obviously avoid getting mercy rule. So right now this is a huge at-bat for Carter Fridge Ward.
Ball number 2, 2-0 count. Able to get a heater that gets by 2-1. Big moment here, though. Like you mentioned, keeping the Americans within 9 to keep the chances alive. For the Muckdogs, swing and a miss at one down near the turf, 2-2.
Ball back from the 2-0 count, and now you just got to get out of this situation right here with this last pitch. Right here. Hopefully get the bats back going in the top of the 7th.
We'll see right now, but for now, the 2-2 pitch. Stare at third, nothing there, no one covering the bag. Delivery. That's too low. Gets by Sikora, the runner's coming in. And that's another run off the pitch. Wild pitch, excuse me, and Sikoro's down. He seems hurt. That one might have slipped through the gear. Hit the turf, bounced up, hit Sikoro. He wasn't even able to get to the ball. Ward came running in, able to snag it, so another runner doesn't come in, but your score now 14-4 as they check on Sikoro.
Yeah, right now they're checking his leg right now. Must have taken a shot right above where the knee pads are. Got him right in the upper half of his leg. Right now he's getting stretched out right now.
Might have cramped up when he went to turn. He seems okay. I'm going to assume it was either bad shot, but more inclined to believe he just had a terribly timed cramp trying to stretch his leg and press off of it. But a run comes in.
2 count now. Runner at third. Raul still up to bat.
Full count. Payoff for Raul. Delivery. Wow. Heat not able to stay on the plate according to Blue. And that's runners on the corners. Sikoro giving signals. Pitcher and his infielder. But again, runners on the corners, your score 14-4, and the situation for Adam Weiss.
Yeah, 2 outs. You definitely have a lot of ways you could go with these runners in the corner. Soon, I'm assuming the runner at first is going to steal. It's just all going to depend on where you throw the ball. Are you going to try to get the runner out at second to hopefully get get 3 outs? Sorry about that, folks. What I was trying to say is that there's runners in the corners right now. 2 outs. We're going to probably see the runner steal at first, and there's many different ways you can go. You can get that runner in the stolen base opportunity at second, or maybe you just throw it back to the pitcher, or maybe you even try to get the runner at third who might steal home if the ball goes to second.
Ball 2-2-0 count. Delivery. That gets behind. That's another runner brought in. Advancing the 3. And they send him back. Trying to overhear the discussion from Blue.
Grant is right now losing it to the umpire.
He was not happy.
Yep, we've obviously seen Skip come out in the earlier part of the game, and now we just saw Grant come out. Obviously, I think you're obviously worried about not losing your head coach as he probably got a warning in that altercation. So now Grant came in, helped out, and said basically what probably Coach Skip was going to say, and also he was going to say.
Socorro able to dive and stay in front, but the runner was sent back. I believe it went out of play behind the backstop. Not exactly sure. Couldn't have the angle from our point of view. There's a wide open backstop here at this Sal Maglie Stadium. I think what Grant was arguing is the swing. He might have believed contact was made. Not exactly sure, which would have neglected a wild pitch and instead just a foul ball. But swing and a miss there. So full count once more. But that's what I got to believe Coach Grant was arguing about.
Yeah, because it seemed like very odd, especially for like how far it was in terms of a pass ball. Obviously, it did hit Socorro off his gear, but also it just flew off his gear.
Full count. Driven high over to center, and Glenn Brooks able to get underneath it. So the third out, your score 15-4. Batavia needs to get 2 or 3 to keep the game going. 2, you are right.
They need 2 to get out of the Mercy Rule right now. Bottom of the 6th, Batavia Muckdogs need 2 runs to get Say out of Mercy Rule territory. We will be back in a little bit.
Hey man, welcome to Whole Life. How you doing?
What is this place?
Oh, don't worry. It's the best gym you can find in the Batavia area. Open free weights at any point, anytime. Don't forget, this gym is open for 24 hours. Don't worry, if you're not even just trying to use weights, you can use calisthenics as well. But again, official gym of your Batavia Muckdogs for a reason.
Where do I sign up?
Don't worry, let me bring you to the front desk.
We don't want you to like coming here. We want you to love coming here. Batavia Downs, official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
All right, Dewey, what are we thinking here?
Hi, how are you today?
I'm great, how are you?
Good. Are you guys all set?
Yes, we are ready.
Okay, what can I start you with to drink?
To drink, can we just get 2 waters, please?
Of course. And then did you decide on your meals?
Yes, we are ready, aren't we, Dewey?
Wonderful. What can I get for you?
Can we start with the Alex's Cut?
Of course. All right. What else can I get for you?
Dewey?
Ribs?
Dewey will take Alex's famous baby back pork ribs.
Fantastic.
Try Alex's Ribs at Alex's Place, the official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
Top of the 7th, and 1 out now. Miles Manell on the ground out. The play 6-1 or 6-2. Gee, 6-3. I can't count. It's been a bad, ugly day so far weather-wise, and I'll say broadcast-wise from my performance. Not my best, but 6-3 play there is the first out for Miles Manell on the ground out. Now up to bat. So that's fouled off. Right down the first baseline is Braden I. Again, right now the situation for the 7th inning. Mercy rule in effect. The Muckdogs need 2. 1 to tie and 1 to bring it under the 10-run differential. Right now they sit at 11. 1-1 count for Braden I. Driven deep to right field and snagged by the right fielder for the 2nd out. Colin Price on the play. Glenn Brooks, leadoff man, comes up for the fourth go-round. And he'll have the team on his shoulders. Mraz is still miraculously out there on the mound, even with the high pitch count. He's been dealing all game now in the 7th inning. First pitch from Mraz, though, is ball 1, 1-0 count, the 1-0 pitch. Is a hit by pitch. It's Brooks in the back of the numbers. That one's got to hurt. He'll be awarded first base. Jalen David, he's 1 for 3 on the day. First pitch, 1-0-1, goes for a strike. Swing and a miss for strike 2. The 0-2 pitch incoming from Mraz. Delivery, too high. 1-2. Driven, shortstop collects it. The throw at first in time. That's the third and final out for this game. Ball game ends to mercy rule. Your final score, 15-4 in 7 innings. The Americans bring an end to the Batavia Muckdogs winning streak of 8. And the Americans as well bring an end to losing 3-0 in their series. They are now 1-3 against the Muckdogs. Their record now advances to 7-8, and the Muckdogs fall to 10-3. Jarrett, we saw hiccups here and there from the Muckdogs that they definitely would like to have back, and the Americans, they had a hot streak in the 2nd and 3rd. Just take me through the game overall, though.
Yeah, Grayson, what happened in these win streaks is that what the Batavia Muckdogs would do is that they would always get on that hot streak in the early few innings. They would get runs in the early part of the game, and then their pitching would come in and do the rest of the job for them. But in this game, they just did not get started off strong with their hitting and their pitching, and then it just kept collapsing, especially with having your first game in the rain. It makes a huge difference in this kind of game because obviously you're not able to grip the ball as much as you want. You're going to be slipping and sliding everywhere. Just so many things that just did not go their way for this game. And Niagara Falls Americans, they ran and just went with it. Especially seeing as this is their 4th matchup, you're starting to figure out the lineups. You're starting to figure out which batters are hot, which batters are cold. They just did not let the big batters like Glenn Brooks, David, Brock, they just could not let them get going in this game, and they did it perfectly.
The defense for the Americans, stout. And a big reason is from Mraz, who pitched the entirety of this game, withheld the hot Muckdogs offense only to 4 runs. If we look back at their schedule, that's the least total that they put up all season. They've always put up at least 5 since the start of everything. So the offense really not where they wanted to be. And that's a big reason for why this game came to an end early. Again, your final score, 15-4. The Americans take home the win. They move to 7-8. The Muckdogs move to 10-3, and that brings an end to everything at Sal Maglie Stadium. Again, we thank you for joining the broadcast. My name is Grayson Natale. Alongside me, color commentator Jarrett Campbell. We wish you a good night, and thank you for joining us.